Simulators are the biggest genre on Roblox, and here is the secret behind every single one. Click to earn a coin. Watch the number climb. Buy an upgrade, then Rebirth to reset your coins for a permanent multiplier. Add a pet that boosts every click. That whole loop is only about 40 lines of Luau, and we are building it right now. One quick, honest heads up before we write any code. If you would rather skip straight to the finished game, I have you covered. Every script done, tuned, and ready to drop into Studio, that is my Roblox Pro Simulator Kit. $24, completely optional, link in the description. That is the whole pitch. Now let's build a simulator from scratch. So what actually is a simulator? Strip away the theme, whether it is a lifting sim, a mining sim, or a bubblegum sim. Underneath, they all run the exact same loop. You click to earn a coin. Coins go into a counter on the leaderboard. You spend those coins on upgrades. And when you have earned enough, you rebirth. That wipes your coins back to zero, but hands you a permanent multiplier, so every future click is worth more. That is the engine. Click, earn, spend, rebirth, repeat, and every lap around the loop is faster than the last. A pet just multiplies every click on top of that. One rule holds all of it together. Every coin change runs on the server, in a script, never in a local script. If the client controls the coins, players will simply give themselves a billion. Server authoritative is not optional here. Let's start with where the money lives, and that is leaderstats. This is a script in server script service. Leaderstats is a specific pattern in Roblox. When a player joins, you make a folder named exactly leaderstats and parent it to the player. Anything inside that folder shows up on the leaderboard automatically. Inside it we create two IntValues. The first is coins, the player's current balance. The second is rebirths, how many times they have reset. That rebirths number is the heart of the whole game, because it is going to power the multiplier. So on player added, we build the folder, drop in coins set to 0, drop in rebirths set to 0, and parent them to the player. Two numbers, and the leaderboard renders them for free. Now the fun part, clicking to earn. In the world we place a part, and inside that part we add a ClickDetector. Then we put a script inside the part. Here is the piece people always get wrong. In a server script, the ClickDetector's MouseClick event already fires on the server, and it hands you the player who clicked, for free. So we are safe, and we do not need a remote event just to earn. Inside the handler we read that player's leader stats. We work out a multiplier, 1 plus their rebirths value. So a fresh player with 0 rebirths has a multiplier of 1. Someone who has rebirthed 5 times earns 6 times as much per click. Then we add 1 times the multiplier onto coins, using plus equals. 1 click, 1 line of math, and the counter ticks up. That is the earning core, and rebirths already make it scale. Now rebirth, the mechanic that keeps players hooked. Rebirth trades all your coins for 1 permanent multiplier point. But there is a catch, and it is the most important idea in the whole video. The rebirth button lives on the client, in the player's screen. You must never let the client reset its own coins or hand itself a rebirth. If you do, a cheater just fires it 1,000 times and skips the game. So we use a remote event. Think of it as a doorbell. The button on the screen rings the server, and the server decides what actually happens. On the button, a local script does one thing. It calls rebirth event, fire server. It does not touch coins. It just rings the bell. Over on the server, we listen with on-server event. That handler receives the player, reads their real coins value, and checks the cost, 1,000 coins. If they cannot afford it, we stop. If they can, we set their coins to 0 and add 1 to rebirths. The server checks the price and applies the reset. Never the client. And because our earn formula already reads rebirths, that new Rebirth instantly makes every click worth more. The loop just got faster, and the player feels it. Let's add the thing that sells a simulator, a pet. In a finished game, a pet is a little model welded to your character. But the part that actually matters for earnings is just a number. So we represent the pet as a value. When a player joins, we give them an int value called pet multiplier, set to 1, meaning no pet yet. Hatch or equip a pet, and you bump that number up. Then we fold it into the earn formula. Coins plus equals 1, times the rebirth multiplier, times the pet multiplier. Rebirths give you the big permanent jumps. Pets stack a second multiplier on top. 2 dials, and together they make late-game clicks feel enormous. That is the entire economy. A base of 1, scaled by rebirths, scaled again by pets, all added on the server, every single click. There is one problem left, and it is the one that breaks games. The second a player leaves, their coins, their rebirths, their pets, all gone. The fix is a DataStore, a little cloud database Roblox hosts for your game. When a player leaves, on player removing, you save their coins and rebirths under their user ID. When they come back, you load it and hand their progress right back. You wrap the save in call, because talking to the cloud can fail, and an unprotected failure crashes your whole save. Saving a simulator properly, with autosaves and a shutdown save, is a topic of its own. I will link my full DataStore guide at the end. For now, just know the game is not finished until it saves, and saving happens on the server. So that is a Roblox simulator, top to bottom. Leaderstats gives every player a coins and a rebirths value on the leaderboard. A ClickDetector on the server earns 1 coin per click, times a multiplier of 1 plus your rebirths. Rebirth goes through a RemoteEvent, so the server checks the 1000 coin cost and applies the reset, never the client. A pet multiplier value stacks a second multiplier onto every click. And the DataStore saves it all so nobody loses their progress. Click, earn, rebirth, repeat, and every lap is faster than the last. Here is your next move. The full written guide is linked below, with every snippet laid out and ready to copy. And if you want the whole simulator already scripted and drop-in ready, the Roblox Pro Simulator Kit is $24 in the description. Watch next, my DataStore video, so your players never lose a single coin. Subscribe for more Roblox scripting. Now go build your simulator.